Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. It is, I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to say it proud. It is Friday. We are cruising here this morning along State Road 417. It is stunningly gorgeous outside, and I started a little further north than where the stream is taking us. We're currently southbound 417 at the 46.5 mile marker, and that puts us right north of Lake Jessup. And this to me is one of the most beautiful views that you could have driving on a highway somewhere. And this is, I just wanted to embrace it a little bit as we're cruising out here on this beautiful day. It's Friday, Seminole County, southbound. Trooper Steve on patrol. Like, come on, guys. Does it get better? I always like cruising out here and then doing like a gator count on how many. Water's a little choppy this morning. Truck is a little loud because we're going over the bridge. But it's stunning. There's the other side behind us. Just cruising out here. But we are headed for a purpose. I just didn't want to show you Lake Jessup, even though this is a great drive. Speed limit 70 miles an hour. Cruise control set to 70 miles an hour. And we're cruising. So, once we clear the bridge and the audio steps down a little bit, we will dive into why we're out here this morning. So nice outside. All right. Just a little scenic start to our Trooper Steve on patrol. So we're southbound State Road 417, entering a work zone. How do I know we're entering a work zone? Because there are signs that say work zone ahead, 1,500 feet. It gives you updates. There are speed signs and cues out here letting you know speed limit 70 miles an hour and that you are now in an active work zone. So the other day we were along Conway. I showed you the construction out there. The previous week we were out in Sanford, looked at that crazy lane closure, the lane shift that was out here. But every single night, there is construction taking place out here along 417. We don't talk about it too often because it doesn't cause too much of an issue. Why? Because at nighttime, 417 is kind of a ghost town. I love taking an early or a super late flight because there's nobody out here, and I always take 417 to the airport personally. But they do lane closures. So 417, if you didn't know, is currently under a large expansion. They're adding some travel lanes out here, and we're going to see a really nice addition probably within the next year, I think max, just because they've done a lot of great work out here. But I wanted to come out here and talk about a few things specifically. There is a lane shift out here that if you're not paying attention to it, it will catch you off guard. It caught me off guard the other day, and so I felt it was 100% necessary for me to show you. All right, so if you're headed southbound on 417, right here at the 42 mile marker, speed limit is 70 miles an hour. There's a digital read sign out here letting other drivers know, but you can tell obviously there's a lot of construction. Why do I say that? Because there's construction equipment all over the place. But as you're traveling southbound 417, there's a sign out here showing, look, lane shift ahead. And the lane shift will come on you fast and quick as you approach exit 41. Let me show you here. Watch this. Look at this. Here to the right, here to the left, and you're back out. And then you're back into it. If you're not paying attention, you're going to be in someone else's travel lane. So when I'm constantly telling you, hey, pay attention to the signs, there's a reason, because those signs are letting you know not for something that's happening right now. It's giving you the preparation of saying, hey, something's going to happen down the road. So when these signs are present, someone put them there for a reason. You should also be eating. You like that? Can you tell I'm hungry? You should I can't believe you should also be eating some of the signs while you're out here. No, you should also be reading a lot of the digital signboards, because those change. They let you know, hey, lane shift ahead, left shoulder closed. They may let you know of an upcoming closure overnight. Sometimes it's the right lane, sometimes it's the left lane. You know how you also know about stuff like that? By watching News 6 evenings, because I issue the traffic alerts at night. They send them out to me, we record it, I post it up for you in the evening on broadcast. But listen, we've been traveling now 5 miles, and it's all construction. Check out the median here. So obviously you can tell there's some type of addition of travel lanes that are going to be putting in here. There is also, from what I am being told, kind of like a skyway exit ramp for Redbug. We'll see. So your shoulder obviously closed on both sides. You don't want to hang out on these shoulders. A lot of trucks entering and exiting the highway. We are going to exit here at Aloma, get turned back around, and then head back north this morning. If you're joining us this morning, we are southbound. Nope, don't want to do that. I want to give that guy some room. Let me try that again. We are southbound along 417, Seminole Orange County line, running around the 39 to 45 mile markers. That's from Aloma up towards 434-ish, to include Redbug Lake Road in there. What are we looking at? There are a few things here. One, the obvious construction, but then of course some of the shoulder work that's being done, the daytime construction that you need to be aware about, and then the southbound lane shift. It's I'm going to call it an abrupt lane shift that is located right at exit 41, which is Redbug Lake Road, which we just experienced a little while ago. So if you did not start the stream with us, I want you to scroll back a little later and watch that, because it's heavy. It is a fast. I keep clicking the wrong button here on the steering wheel. There we go. It is a fast lane shift. So signs here. If you wanted to make a right on Aloma, you can't, but you are after the light turns green. They put a no turn on red here because off to my side you do have a dedicated exit right travel lane when exiting for Aloma to head west after exiting southbound 417, but they also let you do it from this travel lane only when the light is green. As I'm talking to you guys, I feel like I'm sometimes speaking a different language, and only the people who are genuinely interested in this stuff understand what I'm saying. Right travel lane west onto Aloma from southbound 417. How many of you guys actually are like, yeah, Steve, I get what you're talking about? The only reason I say that is because sometimes I say this stuff at work. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most of the people I work with have no idea what east and west is. No clue. Most people that I am around use GPS every single day, and they know where they're going. I'm just going to put that out there. All right, if you're joining us this morning, we're going to hop on to 417 North now from Aloma Avenue. You can even see out here along Aloma, there's construction because they're adding, oh, this is obvious, look at that. They're adding a new ramp out here, a whole brand new ramp. So that's showing the addition of the travel lanes that are happening on 417 as well. So not only are we experiencing lane shifts and construction on 417, but on the ground level, not on Redbug, and obviously down here along Aloma in Orange County. All getting in on the love. All right, wait for the light. It's gonna take a second because we got to it a little late, but it's okay. It's a nice day outside. Results 1 currently reading 88 degrees, nice and cool outside. Showers coming in a little earlier. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos told us this morning, not Not necessarily the 5 to 7, now more the 3 to 4 range, so make sure you're cautious about that. I wish I had zoom capability. This bozo right here in the Ford. Beautiful clouds this morning. Killing some time, tiptoeing on a conversation with you. But even out in the construction zones, you got to pay attention for pedestrians. You wouldn't think so, but when construction happens in residential areas, pedestrians are still going to do their thing. Community residents are still going to do their thing. Why do I say that? Because right there on the side of the road, you got a bicyclist just cruising on by. I appreciate him wearing his safety equipment. And, of course, on the far right side of the road. Here we go. Light's going to get turned green. Let's head north, guys. Beautiful Corvette. My goodness. So, signs. Let's read them. Northbound closed, 417. Oh, the ramp, they're going to shut it down. Make sure you tune in News 6 mornings and evenings because I'll issue you guys that traffic alert. All right, we're northbound 417. This is the worst portion of some of the merging that takes place right here at mile marker 38. So you got a tight right shoulder. I need to merge over, turning signal on. I'm slowing down. Why am I slowing down? Because it is my job to yield to the other traffic, okay? There was a truck there, this Dodge Ram right here in front of us. For me to push my way over, I would have been in the violation. Even though it would have been pretty nice if they would have slowed down instead of speeding up like they did. But yeah, everyone can choose to act, I guess, how they want. However, you have to do the right thing. So what did I do? I slowed down, I merged in, and I made a proper merge. Even though he was eating the FedEx truck for breakfast up there. I don't know why, but yeah. So we're northbound 417, coming up on the 39-mile marker here. Right travel lane, lots of construction. No shoulders on either side are open. Right shoulder does not exist. Left shoulder currently closed. But you can see they've got enough construction in there to put at least another 2 travel lanes. You've got to pay attention. Every now and then the lanes shift a little bit because they've had to push them to create some room for their construction travel lanes. You can see down on the right shoulder there as we're traveling southbound on the right side of your screen. That mud is actually a travel lane for construction vehicles. It's a dirt road so they can get in and out. When you're traveling out here at night, expect some serious delays because they put a lane closure out here. So not necessarily a timing issue, but I just want you to be safe when you're traveling out here that this is a very active construction zone at night, more so than what it is right now. We're going to put our turning signal in, move over to the left lane, speed limit 70 miles an hour. We're cruising at 65, and I'm going to pick our speed up just a little bit so we can flow better with the traffic out here this morning. Coming up here on Redbug Lake Road, during the evening hours, northbound gets really delayed on the right side. So you got to be careful right around that 5, 6 o'clock hour. But when you're out here, and once that lane clears on that right side, you can see we passed the FedEx truck. We have enough room. Put that turning signal on. Give them some space and get on over and get back into that right travel lane so you can clear that left lane up. So as we're driving over here, we're driving over Redbug right now. Something to pay attention to. You got a ramp that's on the right-hand side. Maybe we could have done what the white truck should have done earlier. Move on over if a car's coming in. All right, here is where that lane shift was on the southbound side. It is not here currently on the northbound side. You can see here in front of me, the lanes just keep nice and simple. Traffic moving well below the speed limit out here this morning. These vehicles moving at about 55 miles an hour. I'm sitting here currently at 65 in a 70. So we're cruising, left travel lane, nice and easy. They even have the warning signs out here letting you know, hey, look, pay attention to your speed, things like that. It flashes when you're over the speed limit, letting you know, hey, be careful. And then, believe it or not, when you break that 10-mile-an-hour mark, it starts flashing slow down, letting you know, hey, look, we don't care what your speed is. At this point, you are speeding. We want you to be careful. So as we clear out the construction area, nice little stream here through this 417 zone. A few things I want you to pay attention to. One, when you're traveling southbound approaching Redbug, watch out for that abrupt lane shift. It's not even a simple one. It's not even a nice and let me guide you. It's an abrupt one. Also, pay attention to the signs. It's letting you know what's coming, not what's happening. And then at nighttime out here, you get some serious lane closures. There's law enforcement presence, but at night, something you might not expect, just be careful, because obviously even during the daytime, there's a lot of construction out here. So look, there's a lot of stuff happening over the weekend. Pay attention, head to clickorlando.com. I'll be out at Bentley of Orlando on Saturday night for the Fashion and Hope fundraiser to raise money for pediatric cancer. I hope I see you guys. Please have a safe weekend. I want to see you guys Monday. Drive safely. I'll see you guys.